Good morning. Come on in. Welcome to Clarity. My name's Barbara Gray, and this is my dear friend Paul Church.
Good morning, everybody.
And we're here to launch something very special. It's still our birthday
Yes, the grand
celebration.
finale, isn't it?
Yeah, we've saved the best till last for you.
Absolutely.
So we're just going to let our friends come in, and then let's see if they can find us first.
Yep. Just wait for some eyes. I think Jilly is in the room, so she will let us know that the sound is all good when she comes. I can see we've got some eyes coming in now. There we go.
Good. I know we're a bit early to the party, but that's okay.
And what a party it's been this past month. Well, September.
You haven't been here. You've been on holiday. Mark it in.
I helped kick it off at the beginning.
Oh, all right.
With the helium balloons that never made another appearance.
That's right. My
They
glasses
wilted, didn't they?
They wilted behind us while we were getting all excited. The balloons.
And then they were,
Not to worry.
There we go.
It's good to have your company. Come on in. We've got something very special. Last but not least.
Yeah.
And
we decided to spread the whole birthday throughout September, didn't we?
How many years is it? 32 years
of all things Clarity.
Gosh.
And how things have changed in 32 years.
How things have changed in the last 12 months.
Well, yeah.
But you know what? We go with the flow. We move with the times.
Yeah.
We're calm. And this new little character that we're adding to our family, he is set to give us a lot of joy and pleasure.
Yeah.
And his name is Bip. Bip as in bringing inner peace. Not bear in pajamas.
Or bananas in pajamas.
We were laughing when we were looking at the blog.
Is it not Bap, Barbara and Paul?
No, not Bap the Bear.
Also known as
no, it's bringing inner peace, and we hope that this little character I drew him in all his different poses during the summer, and then Jazz and we got together and we just went for it actually.
And you had hours of fun, didn't you? Oh, we need to do this, we need to do that, and there's still a lot more to come. This is, as you said, the beginning.
This is the beginning of Bip's journey, and the whole idea is that we've introduced a little character who's cute. I'm not usually a cute designer, but he makes me smile.
Yeah.
And he has that feel-good factor. He really does. And we experimented, and we decided that we'd get the essential set out with the letterboxes, because that's great, and it's an alphabet, and it kind of ties in with what we've done in the past with the elves and the gnomes.
Yeah, definitely.
And the penguins last year, was it?
Yes, it was penguins. Yeah, all three of them. It started off with the elves, didn't it? Because you drew the little Evie and
that's right, Elvis.
That was it. Evie and Elvis, and that started for you. And we did the Christmas hunt using those.
That's it.
And then so it's been a new character each year, but I can really see that this one had legs. I mean, he's got 2 legs.
He's not just for Christmas.
No, he's definitely not.
That's the thing. In fact, there isn't a Christmas. We haven't taken him to Christmas. I thought we'd hold off, and because he said he wants to settle in first, and before he puts his Christmas hat on. But we do have one of the sets has got all the different hats. It's so fun.
It goes back to that sort of dressing up, the paper dressing up.
It does, yeah.
But with a bear.
Yes. So Bip the Bear, bringing in a peace, and like I say, it's the beginning of a journey for this young fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his friends. So now we've got some more friends watching. Yeah. Maybe let's just talk about how to shop and what it's all about, and then we'll look at the product.
Right. Okay. So there's 2 ways in which you can shop with us here at Clarity.
Just gonna get me coffee.
Okay. Is it warm in here already, or is it me?
No.
I'm going through a menopause, I think.
No. I just thought I'll take this opportunity before I get my dancing shoes on to have a quick coffee.
Okie dokie. So we've got various different configurations for you, which we'll showcase throughout the course of this hour and at 2 o'clock as well. Now you can order. Yes, we have. We've got him in stamps, and we've also got him in Groovi, and we've also got him in stickers.
Oh, we have, yeah.
Last minute edition yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's for everybody. It really is. Now you can either go to the website, which is at the bottom of the screen, that says claritycrafts.com. And on the front of the website, there's a little button. It's the turquoise, same color as behind, that says Clarity TV. if you click in there, everything that we're going to showcase during the course of this hour and the later hour is in there in the bundles individually, and it will show all your relevant savings as well. And everything that Barb's going to do during the course of this hour and the following hour, there's also some downloads as well, isn't there, for the little demos?
Digital downloads. We'll show those in a minute as well.
Indeed.
So that tells you later on if you want to revise or review a particular trick or technique that I showed you. You can just scroll through, print them off, have a look at them. It's like a collection of.
It's like an encyclopedia, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, it gives you a good reference.
Yeah,
easy
and
reference.
It means that once you've downloaded them or printed them off, then if you do order the product and you get it home and go, right, what did Barb do with that? You know exactly when it was, what it was, and you can go back to the catch up and craft page and look as well. So that's one way of ordering. Alternatively, you can give the office a call on the number below, which is 01732 868 215. And we're open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Now, I'm going to bring up some details on the screen. Okay, now this is for everything. In a way, it's sort of like buying the show, isn't it?
Oh, you're going to bring the lot up,
Should I bring up the beginning? Should we do that? Or...
Well, so this is for the person who does Groovi and stamps and wants to get on the Bip journey. Yeah.
And the way in which we've done it is that on the various different configurations, which we'll break down individually, is that there is a free gift with the stamp version. And so you've got a saving, plus you've got a free gift as well. And any orders over £60 up until midnight on Sunday will also get an additional free gift as well. Which is the Feel Good Factor sticker book.
Because this is a Feel Good Factor.
Absolutely.
This is a Feel Good Factor, and they're consumables. You use them all the time.
Absolutely. So if I bring up the details, because I know some of you have already jumped ahead and bought the complete collection.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what we have on the screen is item number 21245. Okay, so this is Bip the Bear Mega Stamp Stencil Groovi collection with Christmas papers and tags and free gifts worth £31.96.
Okay, so before you go, that's a lot of dough. Think that everything is actually available individually and available in stamps or just in Groovi.
And you've got the stamps in characters, you've got Groovi in the stamps in the essentials.
That's it. So this is the whole counter. Right. So Paul said, let's start with the whole counter and then we can break it down into the individuals. And so we'll look at the price on this because this is where the absolute the best savings
it really is. If you want, say, everything that's sort of new,
but then we'll break it down into the smaller groups.
Definitely, because we've got the more. I mean, the artwork is absolutely amazing.
You've hit a sweet spot when you get piles and piles, boxes of artwork from the design team. That's just hard. That's not even a quarter of.
I know.
So many thanks to our cool design team. We're going to be with you today. This is 10 o'clock. Stamps. 2 o'clock this afternoon, stamps. We'll have a little look at the Groovi, but on Sunday you were going to come back with Louise.
3 till 5. We're launching the brand new 123 Groovi online course.
Excellent.
The final one.
What's that?
In the collection. It's perforating and picot cutting.
Wow. Okay.
And we'll indulge the Groovi during those 2 hours as well. Louise has got some lovely demos.
There's some superb artwork, and if we just looked at the artwork, we wouldn't get any
we could spend at least an hour.
Couldn't we? We're gonna, aren't we?
So
let's have a look, Paul. I'll let you break it down.
Okay, so with all the individual bundles, as I said, there's savings on them and there's free gifts as well on certain products. So what we've done, we've carried all those savings over to bring the RRP down to £195.15. So it shows that you've got a £14.49 saving, but you're also going to get £32 worth of free gifts on top.
In a nutshell, you're paying the RRP is £195.15.
Yes.
You're saving £15 just on a pound off here, a pound off there, a pound off everywhere.
Absolutely.
Right.
But
then, so it's down to £180.66.
Yes.
But then,
if you're a club member, it brings it down even further.
and that's what we've added to the screen so that you can see exactly what the club benefits are. I mean, there are lots of other benefits. You know, the whole idea is education. You know, we send you double projects and all sorts, but the discount is substantial too. And at the 15%, moment, we're all watching our pennies. So if you're in one club,
you're going to save £32.56. Plus, you're going to get free gifts worth £32.
So that's off the top of that 880.
Yes.
There you
so
go.
A 10% club member will pay £162.59
for the lot.
Everything. Yeah.
See, it does start to look reasonable then when you start. You know, at first glance you think 100, nearly 200 quid. Hello, but then that's the thing, which is why we had the conversation. We had a conversation when Paul got back off holiday, and I said, I think these club savings are not as evident as they need to be.
No, because we verbalise them, don't they?
But we don't write it down. And when you see it, you go, wow, that's quite something. So that's if you're in one club, any club. We've got 3 clubs.
That you could be in Stamp, Stencil or Groovi. Then if you belong to 2 clubs, you'll get a 12.5% discount. And that runs for the whole 12 months of your membership as well. So if you're a 2 club member, then you're going to pay £158.08. So that's already come down now.
For everything on the counter.
Everything on the counter. Then, so you're going to save £37.07. Plus, you've got £32 worth of free gifts.
So you're up to over nearly 70 quid now.
Yeah.
In savings.
Yeah. Then, if you're a Diamond Club member, it brings it down to £153.56. So
that's 15%.
Yeah. And you're going to save £41.59 plus £32 worth of free gifts on top of that as well.
So the bottom line then for a Diamond member would be about less than £140.
£153.56.
£153.56.
That's
for
everything. Okay. And when we say everything, it's everything.
That's excellent,
really
isn't it? That's excellent.
So should we start with the
stamps?
Stamps first.
I think we go with the letterbox set.
Letterbox, the essentials. There we go.
I think they're essentials because they are going to really they personalize everything. They're the one with the alphabet in it. They're the one with the little letterboxes with the billboards.
Yes.
There are no dies attached, so it's less expensive.
Absolutely.
You know. Let's have a look at these then.
Yeah, so on the screen, we've got the details on the screen. So the complete collection is 12199. You can see you've got a £3 saving, plus you've got a free gift. You've given us 2 of those, not that one.
Right. Okay. Right, I'm just getting my ducks in a row here. Yeah, understood.
So you've got a £3 saving. So it's £1 off each of the A5 stamp sets.
Should we have a look?
And then you've got a free gift worth £7.99.
So we've got the billboards, which are brilliant.
These are great.
And then you can you could say it's happy birthday or it's your birthday today. I'm going to show you a trick in the 2 o'clock show, how to, laying up, how to position all this so that it fits right.
Okay.
Lovely, love a ladder.
Yeah, and look the little bear prints as well.
so the 12193, that's if you just want this individual set.
Yeah.
Then we've got the alphabet.
This is lovely.
Which is the letterbox concept with a really cool font.
Yeah.
Right.
Uppercase, lowercase.
Uppercase, lowercase, ordinals. And then you've got, and this was an idea that I came up with many years ago. I'll never forget it. I was with Terry down in
I remember Terry.
I remember sitting in a restaurant with her. I know, I love her story, don't you? And we were sitting in a restaurant and she's got a laugh that you can hear her coming from 300 yards. And we were sitting in the restaurant. She was chatting away. And I said, and then we were eating and I was listening, but my brain's a weird one, as you know. Yeah. And then suddenly I went, I've got it. And she was like, what have you got? I said, listen, if you've got 3 letterboxes, because we always struggle to spell things out and get them straight. It's almost impossible to stamp, isn't it? To make it lovely. Yeah. So I said, if we did 3 boxes, 1, 2, and 3, then any combination of those stamps, right? So now we've got 1, 2, and 3. If I wanted to write Paul, I could take 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one.
Yeah.
If I wanted to write Barbara, 7, B-A-R-B-A-R-A.
Yeah.
Dave, D-A-V-E. Mum, M-U-M.
Yeah.
So you can write happy birthday, supercalifragilistic, you know, depending on how big your artwork is. Yeah. But the point is that by having those boxes, and because they're quirky letter boxes, then it takes all the pressure off you about how to line it up perfectly. Yeah. So, and I remember Terry looking at me thinking, she's a nutter.
And all of these stamp sets also come with their corresponding masks,
which is the key.
Yeah,
because
it really is.
So now I know lots of you know this already, but it's worth pointing out. So now you get a whole sheet of masks included.
Yeah.
That's also in that price.
It is indeed, yeah.
It's in that price, actually. But the masks, then, if you want to add, bolt on different letters, you see. So birthday, BIRTH. And again, I'll show you a trick. You start in the middle and work your way out, you know. Yeah. But all that stuff is really useful. So this is what we're calling the essential
because it's
set.
for personalization, isn't it?
It's a personalization set.
Definitely.
And of course we've got other alphabets, so you can pick an alphabet, any alphabet.
Yeah.
This is just a really cool new one. So we all like a new. It's jazzy, it's funky.
Yeah.
It works with Bip and his mates. So we've got the letterbox, and then we've got the little characters, which is where I'm going to go straight away. And I'll show you a couple of tricks on positioning, composition, but these are so simple to use.
And also with masks included
as well. With masks as well.
So,
and then a little present from us to you.
Yes, so this is your free gift worth $7. So it isn't included in any of the prices on the screen that we're looking at now. So it will come included with the package, and this is worth $7.99. So we've taken £1 off of each of the larger stamp sets, bringing it down to $64.47, and then we've given you this as a free gift,
which is a 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 little stamps. Just to give you an idea of size, they fit beautifully on your stamp pens, right? Really, like with room to play. But that's fantastic for pressure.
Yes,
you know, that
absolutely.
Stamp pen with tiny stamps like this, so they don't squidge. In the stamping platform, chances are that will squidge
because of the fine detail.
So with the stamp pen, it's perfect. And all of these fit into all your tiles.
Yes.
So all your little letter boxes works lovely.
Yeah, so if you just wanted to do one little character like this one here, and you
pop
want to say
lots
of love in there, job done.
Yeah, and I've got a little warm-up demo. We will get to it, but it does, even if, well, we will get to the warm-up one. You know, we can go as long as you like. We can come back and have another run at Bip,
absolutely,
so to speak.
Poor Bip,
poor little fella. Right, but so the essentials, if we call it the essentials, it includes these little letterbox characters, it includes the billboards, it includes the alphabet, and then of course you get the freebie.
The free gift, absolutely. So as a Diamond Club member, you'll be paying £54.80, which means you've got a combined saving of £12.67, plus that free gift worth $7.99.
That's great. So should we have a little bit look at some artwork?
Yeah,
what do you think?
A little bit of artwork.
We will look at some artwork. Just put it there, and then I'll feed it in. Eh?
Right.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. So this is the first. Let's start with this one. Maybe we come in a little closer.
I've got
it over to my right. I'll leave you. You can be the engineer.
Okay. Come in a bit closer.
There we go. So this is a really lovely one. I think it's Linda Spencer. Yes, it is. So I love this paper. In fact, I enjoyed it so much, I said, we got to do something different.
We have indeed.
So what's lovely is you can see, and this is my little warm-up demo. Look. So they fit inside those little aperture windows. You remember the little advent windows that we had? And I will, don't, it's all right, Paul.
Right there. Do you want it now? Okay.
Okay.
If you wanted to show those.
Okay, so you can see here, I was going to do this later.
Okay.
But you can see here, these windows and doors dies. This is exactly what Linda has used to make that little aperture in the paper. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But I'm going to put that to one side because I really want to use that one in a moment.
I'll put that behind me so you know where it is.
This is another great one. Look, same idea. Linda Spencer, stamp the fella on the inside, create the little aperture on the outside. Gorgeous.
Great.
So I'm showing you the little cards first. Jane Telford, little card, lots of stamps.
These
really
are little
pretty.
4x4 card blanks, aren't
They
they?
are.
Are they still? I wonder whether they're still on offer. You did an offer while I was away, didn't
They
I? 4
are
for
still
3.
on. Yeah, they're on.
Yeah.
They're on. Deb McMullin, here we go. So now she's using the little characters to spell happy. Doesn't that look pretty?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I love. Now we go back to One on His Own, 1 year old. So here we've got Tina Morris. See, she's used the little words, happy birthday, enjoy today with a little character.
Nice.
Very nice. So this could be as complex or as simple as you want it to be. Here we've got, so this is a Linda Spencer. She's taken 2 characters, holding those 2, and then she's bolted on the letterboxes from the alphabet set. So you see, the world's your oyster. You can write what you like.
From the character set.
That's it. And again, this is another. Linda Spencer was on fire this time.
Wow.
She really got it. Really great designer papers,
isn't it? Yeah.
And twins. It's a boy, it's a girl, pink and blue. What a lovely card.
That's lovely.
Isn't it gorgeous? So this is an interesting one. Sheila Metzeler, always thinking outside the box. Happy birthday. Look.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that super?
Yeah.
So I love what she's done. It's arty, you know. This is another one from Sheila Metzeler. She's taken that rocking horse. Congratulations.
I think that's the Linda Williams birthday collection, I think.
Yeah, lovely. Look at that. And she's used that lovely
the stripy
paper.
Yeah.
With love, best wishes. And
nice
the pegs.
hanging on the washing line.
Isn't that great? And then we've got Sarah Brennan. She's taken the ladder. Have the best day today. It's your birthday.
It looks like football scarves, doesn't
well, it would with Sarah, wouldn't it? Debbie McMullin, we can see here, Bip the Bear. She's done a really smashing card. And this is a Jane Telford. She's created a little landscape in one of the billboards.
And because you got the mask, it protects that area, doesn't it?
Yeah, isn't that cool? Then we got Linda Spencer again. She really got into this. Well done, Mummy. It's a boy. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Jane Telford, love this. Starburst stencils. You see, when you've got the masks, you could go to town.
Yeah.
So you can see it's your birthday, and she's taken the billboard, and there, of course, you can add to them.
Yeah.
When you start looking at the little characters, you'll see they're really excellent. Sarah Brennan, she's created a little landscape again through there. Love that. It's your special day, Debbie McMullin. It's your, and she's used one of the little characters. So they're small enough to use within the billboards as well, which is a question that I asked myself yesterday. Dee Paramore, it's your birthday. So she's taken the large Bip the Bear from the character set, and she's, again, what's at the front, stamp that first, cover it up, then go to the back.
Benefits of the mask.
So I think that's plenty of artwork to start with.
Okie-dokie.
And that is the set
on your screen, which is the Bip the Bear Essentials collection with that free gift of $7.99. Item number 12199.
Thank you.
So should we go and have a look?
So we've done the essentials. So the next thing is the characters.
Yeah.
Right. So the characters, this is really where it starts. The journey begins. And, you know, we considered whether we should go in with Christmas because we're in the middle of 100 days to Christmas.
Countdown.
We decided to hold off on the Christmas and get some more, establish his family and friends.
Yeah.
That was the first thing we wanted to do.
Welcome him.
Welcome him. And then it was about the hats. I just went off on one with the hats. We had such a laugh.
Isn't it about how a hat can change the look of something?
Really?
Yeah.
Really. And then also at Clarity, you know, we're spinning a lot of plates here at the moment, and it's okay. And so I said, what about balancing? Let's do Bip can balance, because we've all got a lot of hats. We all see there's an underlying meaning here with Bip the Bear. So for the children in our lives and the grandchildren, the nieces and the nephews, etc., this is a perfect kind of design to send to them.
Yeah.
But for us adults, there's also an underlying message. Bip has a lot of hats.
Yeah.
So do we.
Whether you be mom, dad, aunt, uncle, carer, worker.
That's it.
Really,
we all
really
have a lot of hats.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we, not just that, but we we're balancing. We're always balancing. You know, I'm always balancing 3 different things at the same time. You know, and so are you, and I know lots of you are. So I thought we'll have some fun, and Jazz and I had a great crack with this one. Just what, you know, he's walking a tightrope and he's balancing. He's got balloons and he's got this and he's got that, and so this is what we ended up with. So first of all, the Bip the Bear can balance. So Bip the Bear can balance. You can see here, he's obviously already on the wonk.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is that when you've got this, you can balance this on there, the balloons. You watch when you see the artwork, you'll see this is all about balance. You can turn him into a little waiter, and you can take you can dress him and put the bow tie on him, and then put that on his head, and put. You see what I mean? You can really, there's a lot. You can use a big lollipop. You can use an umbrella. You can balance him on his head.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's lots of fun there. Bip the Bear. Then we've got Bip wears many hats. He sure does.
This is great.
So this is a great set, and it's an infiller. So it's a 2-way overlay.
Yeah.
So that means that you can introduce color. So each one of these, can I have a look at the stamps, please?
Yeah. And all of these also come with the masks as well.
So you can see on the stamps, there's a positive and a negative.
Yeah.
So that stamp fills that stamp fills that stamp. You don't have to use that. You can use these on their own.
Yeah.
Instant color.
Yes.
Okay. And you've got a little character that's got a little waistcoat. So this Bip the Bear can wear all these hats. However, so can all these characters. I mean, this is a bit small up here.
It's like dressing up then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where the hat's too big for the child.
Exactly. I did that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. But this is where all the hats in this set also work on that, and the original Bip the Bear character.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at Bip the Bear can balance. We're looking at Bip the Bear and family. And then we've got Bip the Bear and hats. So those are the 3 sets. And the code is 21243.
Yep, so that's for your collection. So basically what we've done again, they all come with masks. We've taken £1 off of each of these, and then we've given you a free stencil, an A4 stencil, which is worth £8.49. So this isn't included in the price. The price on your screen is for those 3 stamp sets.
Yes.
With a discount of £3, bringing it down to £47.25. Plus, you're going to get a free stencil worth £8.49.
This is one that I designed, and the idea that I had was to kind of blend 4 different designs into one, so that, and it really is cool when you take Bip or his friends and you put this in the background, and you can use these hills, and it changes. There's a brick wall, so you've got all these different scenes. You can use a little bit of that. It's a really great layering trick. I'll show you. So this is obviously available individually.
It is indeed,
which is 01092, but you get it as a gift. You get it for free.
Barbara here at Clarity.
So that's the characters.
Yep. So that's the artwork.
We'll do. Are we all right? What, seeing all this artwork? Yeah.
So I'm going to put that
Let's
there.
have a look. I'll just go through it quickly now, because I really feel we should get to a demo. Okay. Although, I mean, I spent till silly o'clock last night getting ready, and now I haven't got any energy. See, so here we go. This is great. It's Tina Morris. Yeah, bless her. So that's Tina Morris. I'm not going to name check. I'm just going to show you the artwork. You see the balancing act with the bunting.
Yeah.
Tina again, Deb McMullin. Umbrellas with the little fellas.
That's clever.
That's so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then, of course, you can use the hats on the stand. I do love.
I like the lollipop stand. Yes. As
lollipop stand.
As a hat stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the masks do it, don't they?
Yeah.
I love this one with the mice are gorgeous. Tina Morris, the mice do it for me. This is a great one where we dress. I'm going to show you a little trick with parchment design.
Oh, right. Okay.
How to dress the little characters. This is another one where the red jumper and the shirt, the top, are stuck on top.
Oh, like paper, so it's to go back to the old-fashioned dressing up, isn't
Yeah,
it?
love that, love that. But everything else is on the same layer.
Nice.
Don't worry, be happy. Look, lollipop.
Oh,
oh no, Jane Telford, brilliant. Then this is one that I love.
That's a real balancing act.
Yeah,
isn't
real
it?
balancing act. With love, make a wish. So it's a combination of all those different things. Now, last week, this is a super cool one. Remember last week we had the masks with the numbers. Check that out. So now we're combining. Wow. What a treat. That's a Debbie McMullen special. Love that. Debbie McMullen again. So, you know, you can do so much. We can get really fun and funky with the hats.
Lollipop in the background as well as that border.
Oh yeah, that's Sheila. Sonia Goodliff, love this. So Sonia is a bit more mixed media. And this is what gets interesting is when you know, I know it's cute, but it doesn't always have to be clean
as well, though, isn't it?
That's what I love about these. So this is rather clever using the postcards.
Yeah.
I think that will do for now. Oh, this is one I've got to show you. This makes me laugh.
I'll add this one. I'll add this one.
Yeah. So Gracie, she's scanning all the artwork in, editing it, getting it on the website. Because it's all next to the product, right?
Yes.
And she texts me this one. And she goes, she don't look too sure. Made me laugh. Yeah. She said, look, she's not convinced.
Yeah, no, she's not.
She's so scream, Gracie. This is a great one with the easy layout.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And it goes on. But the balancing one is such a fun set.
Comic to it, doesn't it? But in a nice way. It's not sort of comic as in sort of cutesy comic. It's got the elegance to it.
Yeah. So, and we've got to show these crackers.
There we go.
This is a Sheila.
It's a cracker.
It's crackers, this one. Let me show you. So this is a cracker box. Beautiful. And inside, Sheila's made all these really lovely little
using a little cracker die
for a little birthday present. Look,
yeah,
or for a little tea party,
a little treasure hunt type thing,
and
isn't it?
Great for the kids.
Hide them around the house.
Really lovely, and she's dressed them with a little bow tie. Yeah, love that. Love that. Thank you, Sheila, thank you all the team for all your hard work.
Wow, and there's so much, isn't there?
There is indeed. So, Paul, just to regroup then.
Yep.
We've got the stamps. We've got Groovi
as well. Yep. So should I bring some details up on the screen?
Yeah, and I'll get ready to do a demo.
Okay. I'll bring up.
that?
Yeah, I'll do a full screen graphics on this for you.
That'd be great.
So if you, oops, steady.
Ouch.
So if you want the complete Groovi collection, so it's the same configuration as we just looked at in the stamps. The item number for that is 42559. You have an £8.49 saving, which is the savings carried over from the individual configurations, bringing it down to £68.94. A Diamond Club member, as you'll see on the bottom of the screen, will pay £58.60. Then, if you want the Groovi individually, so maybe you just want your Groovi characters, item number 42535, and the price on that is £28.97. And let me just grab that for Bob. £28.97, and a Diamond Club member will pay £24.62. Then we have the Groovi Essentials, item number 42552, £3.50 saving, bringing it down to £39.97 plus the club savings. So a Diamond Club member will save £9.50 and bringing it down to £33.97. Now, Barb also hinted at this lovely collection of Christmas papers. So the item number for this is 31856, and you'll see that it has a free gift of Christmas tags taster pack, and that is worth £3.99. So that is a gift. It's not included in the price because you can see there's no saving. So your paper pad is £11.49, and we're going to give you a free gift of the Christmas tags taster. Now, especially for the launch of Bip the Bear, we have a Slow Down with Clarity book with Bip the Bear stickers. £9.99. The item number for that is 31858. And then we also mentioned these cute little stickers. And they literally came off the printers yesterday from the lovely Jazz and Lisa. Item number for that is 31859, £3. And you get 5 sheets of these great stickers. So as a Diamond Club member, £2.55. So are we good to go?
We are, love.
Okay, let's come back to the screen then.
Right, now I'll start. So the first thing I did, just to warm up, was to pull Linda Spencer's clever card with the design back. I really like this because I thought it was a real simple but effective one. It's got a lot of mileage.
Yes.
And it uses the little letterbox characters, the individual ones, individually.
From the Essentials collection.
So it's really easy to do. Even if you're new to stamping, you get a lot of mileage out of it. Now, many of you, maybe last year, you treated yourselves to these. So this is the card I'm talking about. And Paul alluded to it earlier. These windows and doors, these dies, they work really brilliantly. Let me just pan out a little bit so you can see it better. And you can see here, you've got these openings, which are really superb. If I show you what they do, then you'll get it.
So they're like an aperture die, aren't they? They're cut in and they're doors or windows.
But when they cut in, like here, they give you the fold on the side.
Yeah.
And they give you these openings. So for an advent, the little ones down the bottom are fantastic for an advent. They're just side openers. They just open like that, don't they?
Yeah.
And then so all of these ones open at the side, and then these are the larger kind of arch windows, and you can see they work really well.
You've got the lovely shapes to them, haven't you?
Yeah, and they're all different shapes as well. So this is a great kit. I don't know.
So you've got item number 31609 on that. You'll find that on the show page.
How much do you know what that costs?
Gilly will text me on that because we had to get in at the last minute.
Yeah, I know. That was my bad.
That's right. It'll be on there, and I'm sure there's a saving on there.
I just thought this is a really cool thing to have and to know how it works, especially with these little characters. So when we launched these, what we did was we had the little "Twas the Night," or look, there's all different.
The Advent, wasn't it?
Look, see.
Yeah.
So it was a real Christmas treat because you can open these up and you get these lovely little pictures like that. And I thought, okay, so obviously Linda Spencer had the same idea. But I like the paper. So the reason I'm going on at the moment is because you've got to kind of work this one backwards. So then I went to the papers, which are our Christmas papers. Okay, so this is where Linda found her paper. So I couldn't remember.
No, because we did the bow wobs, didn't we? And then I think we brought these out just before the November open days last year. But
so you've got these really sumptuous colours, really rich, lovely colours in different designs, 4 different colourways. And this is obviously one of them.
Yes.
Okay, so this is this one here, the Christmas, very
like
Nordic. Yeah. And so I said to Lisa, do you know what would be brilliant? I know, they love me here. I said, you know what would be brilliant would be if we had a little set of tags, because I
haven't even seen these. I've only seen it.
Yeah, well, you know what, you leave for a fortnight. So, but the thing is, these are really cool little tags. These are just a gift. They're a sampler. They're free. They're not even for sale, are they?
Nope, not for sale. No.
They're just a little taster pack, right? And they have a value, and they're beautiful, top quality card printed. It's like a little sampler.
So this is paper.
This is paper.
Which is 80 GSM.
And this is card. This is like 250 GSM.
Nice.
So it's really nice though. You could die cut that as well. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got those, that's on offer.
It is on your screens at the moment.
So I was thinking, if you were making, then I thought to myself, right, you could have the paper.
Yeah.
And then you could have like a tag that in that colorway that works the same. Do you see what I mean?
Or you could put the windows, some of those windows would
in
fit
there.
On there.
It would work in there as well. Anyway, I really love this flavor.
Yes.
Okay. And funnily enough, it works beautifully with Bip the Bear. So now I've decided that I want to do that. Then I'm going to take, they're 8x8, those papers, right? So I've cut a couple up.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to cut them out. I'm going to decide where I want to go. So, and now I need a background. So the background I found, let's say, with those.
Use our doodle panel dies.
This is exactly the same. I've used one slightly larger because I'm going to go 4x4.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use, let's say, a different window so you can see a different window. So I'm going to use this window that's like a hexagon.
Yeah.
Octagon.
That shape.
Right. So now I'm going to cut this out of these designer papers.
Yeah.
And then that's going to sit in there lovely like that.
Nice.
But it's going to have a hole in it. And that's going to be where I cut. That's where I put the little fella.
I put the little bear behind.
Yeah, I know, we are getting there. We're getting to the little fella. Right, so I'm going to pop that on there. Now, I can probably cut 4 out at a time. But
I would say so, yeah.
Don't you think?
It depends on the pressure of your machine, doesn't it? And everyone at home would know the pressure of their machine. But because it's only 80 GSM, so if you did 2, that's 160. And if you think our stencil card is what, 350?
Yes,
so
that's right.
So and that cuts like butter through there.
Yeah.
But it's entirely up to you.
But so for now, I'm just making sure the trees are the right way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want them looking like that when I cut it out. So that's the only thing. The snowflakes, they could go any way they like. And I've picked 2 colours. I've taken the 8x8 size paper and I've cut it into quarters.
We'll just take that paper off so you don't cut into the paper as well.
Okay, take that away. Thank you. Right, and we'll just pop that on there like so. Glad you're here, Paul.
Well, it would have shown it would have cut through. You would have had more.
Yeah, it does work. I'm just going to hold that in place with a piece of masking tape while I'm working.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to make sure that the cutting edge is facing down. Right, so you kind of got to work backwards on this. And the pattern, there you go, the pattern will give you the straightness as well.
For positioning.
So what I'll do is I'll just take a little tiny piece of masking tape and I'm just going to de-tack it a bit so that it's not...
Because it's like a coated paper, so...
Yeah, so I'm just going to go like that, like that. I'm going to pop that on there like so. So it's on the windows.
Yeah.
And then I'll just run that through. So I'll take a couple of pieces. These are shims, we call these. It's just for packing. Right, it just gives a little bit more pressure. Then I'm going to take the magnetic. It doesn't, it's just a shim for me.
That's all it is. It's, it just builds up the pressure, doesn't it?
So then I'll run those 2 through.
Yeah.
So the thing is that it's giving you somewhere to go with it, right?
Yeah.
It's a really easy little demo, but it gives you a chance to...
I think it's nice because with those windows, I mean, when we brought them out, it was to do with the advent calendar, wasn't it? But they are windows and doors that you can use for so many different occasions. It could be like the birth announcement, open it up for like a gender reveal.
That's right.
Couldn't it, sort of thing?
That's right. Exactly that. And so these little bears, and I know a lot of our friends have already got these dies. So this is another really good use for them.
Yeah.
Which I think is great. So we can just lift this off, and then once we've got our aperture windows, you see, then we can take that away there. When we open this up, we've got 2 different ones. So we've got 2 fronts, and now we've got 2. This is ideal because now I can open this up like that. I can set that on there like so, right? And now I can stamp straight into the back before I even glue it into place, just in case I make a Horlicks of the stamping. And now this is where I'm going to take my acetate, my indexing sheet, right, my carrier sheet, and I can decide now which one do I want to go with. So if we could come in a bit closer, then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So say that's there now, like that. So I can pop him in there. Look, he fits really well. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
So him, I bet I could put 2 in there actually. Look. So you can.
Depends on which window you use, doesn't it? Because
it totally does.
Some windows are wider than others.
But the point is that you can look. That's a lovely one.
That's a good one.
I like that one. I love that one. I think he's gorgeous. Depends what you want to say.
Yeah.
He fits like a charm. So you can see which one you want to use.
Yeah.
Right. Now I know I'm digressing here, but I want to show you something that I did. This is what I did for positioning and composition. I stamped every single one of these onto a little piece of tracing paper. So for layout, see, and I put F for front on it.
So you knew it
I
was
took the time to do that.
Yeah.
So if I haven't mounted all the stamps, the point is that I have mounted all the stamps.
Rather than take them all off the indexing,
precisely.
You've got those.
Right, so I've got these, and I can go right. Love that.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So just explaining that's what I've done is I've got
and because
all
you've
of
got
them.
F on it, you know that's what you're going to end
That's
up
how
with
it's going to
when you're going to stamp out.
So I went to the trouble of doing this just for composition. Later on, I'll show you. But it's a real handy thing to have.
Very good. You could do that. Sort of, you could even just replicate the A5 carrier sheet, couldn't you, if you wanted to, and then just put that. So this is where the Bip the box storage box comes into play because you could keep all that in there.
Keep
with
it
your
all in
stamps.
there in a little bag, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing about this is, you know, and I know I've put them all, they've all got masking tape on them, but if I just do one line like that, look, they'd look really nice on that. You know, that stencil we sold hundreds of last, well, you don't. We sold hundreds of these last week off the back of a demo on Hobby Maker. And so these here, there, you know, you could sit them in all the different, and they look lovely.
That's really nice.
4 panels this way, that way.
Absolutely.
But what's most important with this is it shows you where the letterbox sits in relation to the people.
Yes.
Is it in the middle? Have they got it above their heads? Is it down on the ground? Do you see what I mean? That's when you're positioning. That's worth knowing.
Yeah.
So I'll just pop that on there like that. And this is the stencil, the famous stencil that blew the doors off the back of a piece of artwork.
Gilly will pop the link up onto that, and we'll put it into the show page later.
Jane Telford. I know I'm going off at an angle, but do you know what? This was a Jane Telford card, and it absolutely blew the doors off. So that was cool.
And there's a circular one as well, isn't there?
And a hexagon and a triangle, there's loads of them. But the square one certainly hit the spot last week. So back to where we were. I'll just pop that. I'll pop that there. So now we've got this. Now we've got this. Now I'm going to just, it's a practical thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could you talk about that?
Yeah. So on the show, we've also got, I'll just make sure I'm going to,
let me just,
I reckon I'm safe to disconnect now. I reckon I'm fully charged.
Paul's mic didn't charge properly overnight.
So that should be fine now. So we have a fantastic doodle dies, and they're on the show page. We have 5 different designs on them, and this is using, I'll bring it in just to the side while Barb's doing that. This is this is one of Barb's favorite ones, the nested square lattice doodle frame. It's 31388. They're all individually, but when you cut them out one at a time, you get this fantastic panel that Barb has just shown there.
So the point is that you're creating the aperture, but you're stamping through onto the layer underneath. So this layer gives you in all different sizes. See, Linda's used a slightly smaller one that she's trimmed it back. I wanted to go 4x4, keep it simple.
It was easy.
It was just easy to cut those beautiful designer papers into quarters. And now so I know exactly where the hole is, let's say. That's where I'm going to stick it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to stick it before I've done the job.
Because if you mess up on your stamping,
there you go.
You've wasted
and
paper.
Also, what was I going to say? You want to hold it down with a bit of low tack tape.
Yeah.
So that the flaps don't get in the way while you're stamping.
Yes.
So to speak.
It's like a cracker, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? So now you've got to decide which one you want to. And I've mounted them all.
Nice.
Because I got carried away yesterday, and I had this ridiculous. That's the one I love. I'm going with that one.
One with his head on the side.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna stamp it onto a bit of copy paper just to make sure. Okay. Make sure that my ink pad's good.
Yes.
Right. I made, you know, when you type up a larger word or a larger composition, it's easier just to have them all ready to go rather than put it on, take it off, put it on, take it, you know. So that's why I just loaded up the lot. Now let's have a look.
So that stencil, if you're interested in that stencil, if you did miss out on the shows last week, the item number for that stencil is 00424.
Which one's that? The
square.
That was a good
framework stencil.
Yeah. So he sat in there perfectly, and I know that he fits. And I put him back in my little tray.
Yeah.
So I've got loads. So if I'm batch making,
on a session.
Yeah, that's it. Then the next thing I want to do, just to keep it simple, we've got these lovely little things,
which are available individually, but they are the free gift to our friends at home.
And Linda's used Season's Greetings, which is from another set.
That's probably from the gnomes.
Yeah. So isn't that cool to know that they're all interchangeable? Love that.
Lovely.
Love that. So now let's pretend we're going to say sending hugs. That will fit in there. Just beautiful. So we're going to pop that on there like so. Sending hugs.
Yeah.
And then I need my
These were a cracker of a launch at the beginning of the year. It seems such a long time ago.
It does, doesn't it?
January. We certainly kicked off January 2025 with a start. These are on
Excuse my head.
You're fine on that.
No, I'm not.
Not now. You're not.
I can't stamp over the top. And, yeah, that's it. Okay.
So they're available individually. They're also available.
Do you know what helps is if you put them on. If you put them on the mount straight. Do you know what I mean?
Fighting against yourself.
That'll do.
So, and then there's also a set of 12 that also has a saving on it as well. So you'll find those on the show page for the show. Nice. Look at that. Sending hugs.
So now I've just stamped him up like that.
Yeah.
Now, you know, we said that there are masks for everyone.
Yes.
So these are the masks that this is what I was doing at 10 o'clock last night. Honestly, I really got into it. Let me just grab my tweezers and then I'll just pop him on there, because I find the masks, the longer you use them, the better they get, I feel. They're not when so tacky.
They're absolutely sticky, aren't they, when you first get them? So
now I've covered him over.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me so this is going to get stuck down. I would use a glue runner on that.
Yeah.
Because it's paper. But we'll do that later, or we'll do that afterwards. But say I want to add a little bit of colour just to the background. It doesn't, you know, depending on the colour of this, I can change the colour inside. You
put a little landscape behind there.
You can.
Yeah, that would look lovely.
But let's say I've just dry brushed. Let's see if I've got a little bit of yellow. Just see.
Yeah, you can see that coming through. See? So the stencil brushes, they are also on the show. Item number for those, 3006 for a set of 4 of our fantastic stencil brushes.
So you can just see, you just clean off. I'm just using a dry brush. It's just it's distress oxide or distress,
whatever it is.
It's mustard seed.
Yeah.
Because I always say keep yellow.
Yes.
So that's that. And if I wanted to add a little bit of green, well, do you know what? I bet if I went over, just because I can, if I go over the bottom bit with a bit of turquoise, I bet that gives it.
Yeah, there it comes.
See? So just give him a little tiny bit of a drop shadow around the bottom there. I'm holding the brush down tight now so I can get that drop shadow in. There we go. Let's have a look. Doesn't that look good?
Yeah.
So now he's got a bit of grounding, spot on sponge just to sweep that through. And then when we lift them off, let's have a look. You'll see. There he is, you see. Doesn't that make it pop?
Yeah.
So then you replace your mask back on here. And my point is, you've got 9 different little fellas to do this with. Yeah. How cool is that?
In one set of stamps.
And then you've got all these different words. And as Linda Spencer so rightly points out, you've not only got these words, but you've got all the little ones.
There'll be for the gnomes, there'll be one for the elves, there'll be ones for the penguins.
So then when I stick that on there like that,
look at that.
Doesn't that look smashing?
Yes.
You know, I'll go a different colour. Look, I can go with my snowflakes. And the nice thing is people like that little, oh, what's in here?
Well, it's like an advent thing, isn't it? I mean, there's no chocolates behind there, but you've got lovely Bip the Bear.
And then whatever you decide to mount it on, you know, obviously this works fantastic with craft card.
Yeah.
We do have that, don't we?
I believe we do. Yeah, on the website.
I'm pretty sure we do.
I know it was the white card, wasn't it, on the 4 for 3 the other day. There we go. We've got a pack of the 5x5. That's probably a bit too small, isn't it?
No, that's what I'm working with.
Item number 31674.
Doesn't that look lovely?
That's nice. The tone in that is lovely.
Isn't that lovely? Look. There you go. I love.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's that.
And we obviously like that design very well because it's on our Christmas open day tickets as well.
Excellent.
So
that's very
Stuart
close,
obviously like that. There we go.
That's better.
On there. So they're available. Item number 60214 and 60215.
Right, my friend.
Yes.
Give me 2 minutes to clear the decks, and then we'll get started with the big Bip the Bear. He's officially in the building. We've warmed up. We're going for it.
Okay.
And if we're still here in an hour's time,
we're still here.
We're still here in an hour's time. Can you cope with that?
I reckon so.
Okay. And even if you have to go away, go out and come back, you can always watch on catch up. That's the whole point, isn't it?
It is. All of our shows are available on the catch up and craft area of the website. When you go to the front page, you'll see a banner and you can go in there. All the demo downloads are in there as well. So I'm going to bring up some details of some full screens so we can have a bit of a tidy up.
I need to keep my my organized hat on here.
Yes.
Because there's so many things. Yes.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that so that when I go to look for it, I know where it is.
Yeah.
Like the tweezers.
So the complete collection of all things Bip the Bear, item number 21245. As I say, it has that saving of £14.49. Bringing the price down to £180.66, but you have £32 worth of free gifts, which is a little A7 stamp set that Barb just used, that A4 background stencil, together with the Christmas papers and those Christmas tags. Now, if you just want to go for the complete stamp collection, then the item number for that is 21244. That gives you all of the stamps, plus the saving of £6, plus the free gifts worth £16.48. Then, if you want to go just for your stamping characters, item number 21243, saving of £3, plus that free gift worth £8.49. If you want Bip the Bear essential stamps, then item number 12199, with a free gift worth £7.99, which is those little stamps that Barb just used, plus you have a £3 saving on there as well. And as you can see from the screens now, we're also showing how much you actually pay and save as being one of our Clarity Craft Club members, whether you belong to 1, 2 or 3 of those clubs. So I think it really does show where the price started and what you as a club member will pay as well. So just looking for a card. Was it in that pile? So that's the details of the stamp set on there for you. Multitasking here like Bip the Bear, balancing. Right, let me just bring up the details on the screen. Those full screen graphics are great, aren't they?
I have to put a hat on.
Which one do you want to wear?
I'm not a hat person. Grace is a hat person. Gracie. It doesn't matter which. She should be a hat model. She carries a hat. Yeah. It doesn't matter whether it's a sombrero or a bobble hat. She just looks.
She's got that lovely face, and then she's got the hair
big
as
hair.
well. Yeah.
You know, so I look ridiculous in a hat. I always look as if it doesn't matter. It just doesn't suit me. I'm not a hat person, but she looks brilliant in all hats. Yeah. Okay. Are we ready?
We're ready.
All right. So officially, demo number 1, only an hour in.
We did a bit of a demo a minute ago.
Yeah, that's a good one actually, because it's a real simple batch making one. You know, this is more a special one. I picked one of Linda Spencer's again, right? And then I thought we'll kind of hang our hat on that one. Literally. And then I'll go off at an angle. Okay. So the digital download shows you Linda's like this. Lovely. Right. So you can see these are the downloads we're talking about. There's that free stencil. This one is the one that I'm going to look at first, but we're going to change him up a little bit. Okay. So if you want to know all the different ingredients, they're all on that digital download for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So let me just pop these to one side for a moment. Okay.
I'm just watching where Barb puts stuff, because in a minute when we bring the full screen up, she go, where have I put that?
Bringing in a piece, Bip. Okay, so I'm going to start on a piece of, I'm going to bring in all the things I'm going to use, so that you at home also know where I'm going with all this. Okay. So I'm going to start with stamping on a piece of 7x7 stencil card. Yeah. That gives me lots of wiggle room. You know, it gives me room to
well, rather than have
to go adventuring. I don't know where I'm going yet. You know, I might put this on the bottom, I might put the balloons in, I might, you know, it's all that, isn't it? One of the things that I've mounted already is the big Bip. Can you just show us the stamp set that I'm using, Paul? That would be brilliant, because mine are already, I mean, I've got
the printouts.
That's the best thing to do, is look at the printout.
The hats.
So we're using the hats, and we're using Bip the Bear from the Balancing Act.
Okay,
I'm
which is
using
in that
him.
complete collection, which I'll bring up on the screen. So
right, so as I start using, I'll tell you what, we'll play a game.
Okay.
As I start using the stamps, you bring them in.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, I need the hats.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to put a hat on him.
Okay.
So just to explain, I can't put the hat on afterwards. I have to put the hat on first.
Yes.
So the first thing I want to do is decide I'm going to put the hat on him. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this hat on him. So I'll just get a little mount for that. Where did I put all those mounts? Here we go. That'll do. So I've got a little mount. Actually, I wonder. She wonders. She does. Let's see if that works.
Rectangle stamp pen.
I know. Let's just see. I just want to check. Okay. Black archival, because I'm going to use watercolor.
Oh, okay.
If I use watercolor, so let's just see. I'm just test one for test, one for best. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Excuse me.
So I want to make sure that I've got some wiggle room to put everything. So I'm going to start. I'm pretty much bang in the center like that. There's the hat,
Yes.
right? That wasn't too odd, was it?
No.
And I'll put him. Now, here's the thing. If I wanted to cut him out and paper piece,
Yes.
now I can stamp him onto a piece of designer paper.
Yeah.
Paper's always good for this.
It's
right?
better, easier
to cut out, right? So stamp this then onto a piece of designer paper, cut it out.
Yes.
Just saying, right? You've got ways. These are colour inners.
Yes.
So we could use watercolor paper, watercolor pens. We can use pencils. We can use the paint.
Yeah.
The pans that I've got.
Yes.
Little demi pans.
You can use distress inks.
You can use Perga colours.
Yeah.
You can, but you can also paper piece. So in other words, you cut this out and you start sticking the little, lots of the artwork does that.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to pop that little beret.
So what you could do is, as Bart saying, you're stamping it out on the card here. Then if you've got some scraps of paper like your inky mop art, you could stamp out on those as well, and then have a cutting out session.
Precisely that, and it's a real nice. I love that. We did some of that in the.
It was the summer retreat.
In the summer retreat, that's right. So now we'll just take our tweezers. Here we go, and we'll just cover up, because if I want to put his hat on his head, then I'm
in one level,
all in one layer, like that. See, now if I'm going to cut that out, if I miss his head here, right, then so now he's got to go here like that, right? That's going to work a charm. If I miss it, then it's no problem. I'll just cut it out.
And
do you see what I mean?
Paper piece on top.
Paper piece. There's always a way around it. So now we're going to use this little fella. And all the time you've got to think in layers. If if you want to. But this is Bip the Bear bringing in a joy, bringing in a piece. Sorry.
That's his friend.
That's his mate. He's coming.
Bidge.
Right. So let's just see if I pop that in there like so, and then we'll stamp that into place. And then we'll just see, they're easy to cut out as well, these little fellas.
Yeah.
That's what, when I drew them, I kind of wanted to be sure that you could paper piece and you could do all that, But I've come up with a really cool way to colour him in too. That works really well. And I'm going to show you now, in case you're new to this kind of art, this layering art. So let me take the hat off now, and then I just peel that off there like so. And you see,
he's now wearing his hat.
You wouldn't think it was the same fella.
It looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, as I said to you earlier, a hat can change the look of a person or a character instantly. And
look how many hats he's got.
Oh, that's just a start.
That's just a start. So that's the first thing. Next thing. So now we've got the balloons. I'll stick to the plan, but I want to show you if I take this set now. So just keep your eye on him, for example.
Yeah.
So I could put the balloons in his hands.
Yes.
Right. I could put the umbrella in his hands like that. You see?
Yeah.
I could put a lollipop in his hands. I could put this little fella here so that he's looking at him. I could put the books on his head. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I could put the rabbit on his head. I could put the teacups on his balancing those
areas. Yeah.
You could put the teapot in his hand. So there's so many different possibilities here. But we'll stick to the plan and just go with Linda's
with the balloons
composition.
Yeah.
And now we'll do that. I really liked that. I thought it kind of incorporated everything, really.
Yes.
You know, it shows you all the tricks and tips. It shows you how to put the hat on for a start. Well, actually, I added that. But that was why I added it, just to show you. Then we're just going to pop those balloons in. So you can see why I started. I gave myself a bit of wiggle room. I can always cut it up after.
Yeah, because say if you started smaller, then all of a sudden, because you've got to put the hat in first, because you're doing it all on one layer, you've got to sort of start in the middle, so to speak.
So because you don't know where, it's an adventure.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're going to go yet. You know who you're going to join. And this is one of the nicest fun things to do with this is like, well, where else? Where do you want to go with him? Where do you want to go? Let's crack open the letterbox set and let's use those. So I could put a set of 3 like that. Oh, let's have a look. I could just put Sam.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah.
If I want Paul, I'll put a 4th one on.
4th one on top. Real balancing act. Barbara.
Barb.
Bigger piece of paper on that required.
But you see, so you can stamp that on there like so. But you could put so many things on there. Teapot. It's endless.
Yeah.
It's a balancing thing. But we're going to personalize it. So we're going to use letters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to stamp up the three up, and then I'll just stamp that into place on his hands, right? So we've got the 3 letters. That's easy. Right, they're in place.
Yeah.
If I wanted to do a background, there's a mask for everything here.
Yes.
You know,
we've already shown obviously the hat, then you've got the bip, then you've got the balloons, then you've got the letter boxes, because all of these stamp sets do come with their masks,
which is invaluable.
Yeah.
Invaluable. So now I've got the letters, so I can decide what I want to say on here. If I want to add Paul, let's just do it so that we can see, because now I want to add another one there.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a little mount. I wonder if that square one will fit. Well, ho, ho, ho. Right. So that fits on there.
Yeah.
But I want to come up. I don't want to overlap it.
Yes.
So I've got to cover this up. So then I go in here. All the boxes are the same size. I haven't got to cover them all up. I've only got to cover them all up if I'm changing the colour in the background.
Yeah.
So let me take this one here. Just take this out. Just bear with me a second. Right. So I've got that one. So I need my tweezers. So I'm going to pop my tweezers on there like so. I'm going to cover that one up like that. Okay. I know for most of you, this is like teaching you to suck eggs, but there will always be newcomers wondering.
Yeah.
So if I want to put it at a jaunty angle, remember I said about the conversation I had with, can we come in a bit closer? I feel like we're a long way away. There's no in between, is there?
I can do it manually.
Let's have a look before the 2 o'clock show.
We can adjust those, yeah.
So yeah, let's do that. So now I'm going to pop that in there like so. Give a little wiggle. Perfect.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'll replace I think it's good housekeeping to always put the stamp back where it came from. And then I'll lift this off here. And now that one's behind that one, and I've given myself 4 boxes.
That was how the stamp was designed.
Exactly. So then you just give yourself a little jaunty angle and it works perfectly. Now I've done that. Now I can start putting the words in. So I'm going to just go for it here. So I've got Paul.
Yeah.
Let me take that card out of the way. Right. So I'm going to start here and I'm just going to go Paul. And then I just pat Paul in there. Like that. Maybe if it's something wrong.
No, just over a bit.
So we just start adding the letters.
And I think this was one of the very first stamp sets I got, the original letterbox stamp set.
Yeah.
Before I was involved in being on the design team, because for me it was all about personalization. So if you had a friend that had an unusual name or something, but it meant that because it's an alphabet, you can spell anything. You can. And there's something very, it makes you feel good. Yeah. When it's that personal touch as well, isn't it? Absolutely.
And when you add a little bit of a drop shadow, all you've got to do, and we'll do that in a demo as well, but you can see how easy it is just to, it's a nice, big, bold, beautiful font, but how easy it is just to add that, you know. So now I've added a fourth one and I've added a hat.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at this set of stamps. I really like that Linda used those because I think that they just work so well, you know. These are those.
Bring those up on the
I
screen.
really like these.
You.
There's a whole collection of them, and they come with these free frames. They're free, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, that's saving a £15.75 on your screen. Means that you're going to get that A5 square stamp set free of charge.
Let me show. Have you got them there? Because I've got them here.
I put them somewhere.
I've got mine are invaluable. Let me show you. So I've got my frames. I've got 2 sets of frames. But what I've got 2 sets of everything to be sure. But what I've got here, which is really cool, you can see you've got. I'm going to show you on the printouts because I think it's easier to see.
There we go.
So you can see here you've got these different frames, and then you've got the words, essential words, but in all different typefaces and fonts.
Yes.
So you've got thank you in all different fonts. You've got Merry Christmas in all different fonts and little messages, and they all fit into one at least of these.
And all the fonts follow through as well. So like the fourth one,
so
is always that sort of type of font.
The third one's always American typewriter.
Yeah.
They've always got the same. So we've got happy birthday, happy anniversary, get well soon, and congratulations. They're brilliant to use because there's always there's a style for someone.
Yes, definitely. So they're on your screen. You've got that £15.75 saving, bringing it down to £68.94.
So what I'll do is let's use them. Let's see how they work. Can you pan out a little bit, Paul, please? Right. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm just going to ink this up. So I'll offer it up to where I want to sit first.
Yeah.
And if I want to cover up his foot, then I've got to find the mask, and I've got to cover him up first.
Yes.
But I'm just going to eyeball it and just pretend he's
balancing.
He's balancing. Okay. So I'm just going to use this. This is the one that Linda used. So I'll go with her design on this. So let me show you. So I'm just going to pop that up. I've mounted it on a mega mount. I'm happy with that position. So I'm just going to press on there like so. Black archivaling all the way. Yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. Lovely. Then I can take this and I can go, right, do I want that one, that one, that one, that one? Which one do I want to put in there? I think I'm going to go with that one this time, just to show you something different. So let's go with that one, and I'll pop that on there like so. I think that will look nice. Let's have a look.
I think the font in the Bip the Bear alphabet is such a lovely font that and I think you love working with fonts, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Different. And so when these are being put together, it's all about looking how they're going to work. So whether you've got the original letterbox set, it's amazing how different fonts, I mean, the word chains is really an answer to that, isn't it? Where you've taken all different fonts to spell words.
That's it. So I went quiet because I'm positioning. But once that's in place, doesn't that look smashing?
That's lovely.
So now we've got a gap at either end, which is really cool because there are loads of little stamps on those sets, which work just perfectly. There are hearts and teapots and all kinds of flowers in the characters ones.
You've obviously got numbers as well. So
and you've got numbers.
Put the age, hasn't she, on hers?
She did. She just put 5 here.
Yeah.
What should we put there then, Paul?
There's not enough space.
But let's say, for example, well, let's just, for the sake of argument, let's just pop a number in there.
Yeah.
And then we know that, you know, you can pop your birthday, you can put little messages, those little have a great day. That would work as well.
Those little sentiment stamps.
Yeah. But you see how nice this is? So you've got your, let's say it's Paul's 5th birthday.
Or 55th.
Or 55th. Does that work?
Next year or the year after, I think. Can't
Is
remember.
it?
I can't remember. It's a number.
It's a number.
5.
I'll hang on to this then till you're 55.
55, yeah.
I missed the train myself on this one. I want to show you something now because we're going to, let me just put all these stamps away, right? Because I think we've we've explained
so
how
the details
they work.
on the screen is for that all occasions sentiments and pattern panel stamp set. The saving of £15.75 means you're getting the panels for free, so you're just paying for the 6 sentiment collections, and you can see exactly how you've got all the different occasions in there with the different fonts.
And what I want to do now is bring up a doodle. Here we go. Welcome to the shack.
Yes.
And I want to show you how to change this. Instead of colouring, we'll do some colouring as well.
Okay.
But let's take a look at how you can by simply. Can we go in? I'm going
to come in really close, and then I'm going to zoom out, and then I'll set it to about there.
Yeah,
that's it.
Great.
Yeah, and I'll set that preset to there, so that I know it'll be that one.
So you can settle down, and let's see how we can change him, because he's exactly the same as this little fella now.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to do a little bit of doodling. So let me see. Oh, I know what I want to add, because I think that will set the doodle, that will get the doodle going, if you know what I mean. Let me add a little bit of character with a bow tie. So I'm going to pop the bow tie in, and then I can, that's it. Now that's the start.
Looks different again.
Yeah. So now we turned him into a bit of a waiter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's take that doodling. We've got these pens. These are micron pens. You get them in 7 different.
Yeah, we've got those on the show page. Item number 30778.
So the first thing I want to do is, let's pretend he's got a shirt on. So we'll give him cuffs. Right, there's the cuffs. See, the thing is, what I find is what I find with colouring in is when you're colouring in a bear. I found a real good way to do it, but colouring in a bear takes a long time. Yes. And if you dress him a bit, then what you'll find is that he's a lot easier, because there's a lot less of the brown to sort out. Do you see what I mean?
You're breaking it down into smaller areas of colour as well then, aren't you?
Exactly. So let's put a little waistcoat on him. Let's just do this. Let's just add a little waistcoat, add a couple of buttons. So already it's changed. We've radically changed. Let's give him a pair of trousers, and I'm going to pop the bottom of the trousers like that. And I think I'll give it a little turn up.
Yeah.
So we're going to give him a turn up, and let's make it interesting. So we'll do that. And now we're just using these micron pen number 1. So we've got the cuffs, we've got that's great. I can always add a little bit of matching. He's a trendy little fella, right? But you can see by doing that, hang on, let's put a little pocket in there. Oh,
nice.
It looks like a completely different, but it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
And now to colour in makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, because you've only got like his little paws and his little face for the bear colour, isn't it?
That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
So now we've done that, you can see how you can completely change. So that now the colouring in, the whole exercise is different, isn't it? But let's go back to where he was on his own.
Okay.
And I want to show you a colouring in trick.
Yeah.
This is with pencils. Did it just get warm in here?
It's been warm for a while.
Is it? It just suddenly cranked
the window.
Up the heat. Yeah, because I would love to show you a trick. One of the things that I came up with, let me have a look, because on our website now, I'm kind of moving off in a different direction, and in order to be able to explore other avenues, I've invested in these watercolor.
These are lovely. We've got these on the show page. Item number 31849, 2650. This is lovely.
Well, this is a set of pans, or they're bricks or pans, and they look like what we used to use at school. Right. But these are artist quality. So these are a travel set, which is really nice. But you don't need a lot of them. I used them in the shack the other day just to show you. But I want to use those. I mean, you could put the outer mask around there, and you could sweep in with ink pads. Yeah. We've done that. We know how to do that. But what I want to show you is how to use these watercolor
Okay. Yeah.
bricks or pans. So I need a bit of
It's
water.
got the little indexing over it to the colours. That's really lovely.
And what I'm going to use, I've got a bit of water.
Yeah.
So I've got a bit of that. I've got this little guy. And before I start, I came up because I thought you can go really smooth, but I thought, what happens if I try this? So let me show you a trick.
This is very clever.
I'm going to sit down for this one because because it changes the texture of the guy. But I'm going to do it on the whole bear rather than just on the paws, so you can see it.
Okay.
So the idea is I've taken a 2-needle fine tool.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we could come in a little bit closer. And what I'm going to do is scratch.
Right.
So I know that I've seen Linda do this when she does it on parchment. This is, I remember going to, you know, when she does her bears
and the feathers.
The cardinal. But what I'm doing is I'm just scratching, and you probably can't actually see it, but I'm scratching in one direction on here.
Yeah.
Right. But I can make longer scratches like so. But let's just say I'm just scratching.
Yeah. And
then on the arms, I'm going to scratch in this direction, just a little bit there. So if I leave a bit, let's see what happens if I leave a bit in the middle. I'll put some scratches on the paws. I'm coming in now. I'm turning the artwork. I mean, people, I am no expert, you know, but I do, it's that what if. I play a lot of what if, don't I? So I'm just coming in here, and I'm just going to bring a little bit of, let's have a look. So it's almost like where I want a shadow to be, I'm adding a bit of this texture.
Okay.
So his legs, he hasn't got trousers on. So I'm going to go, definitely going to get a bit of texture, a bit of shadow down there. See?
Yeah.
So there's a bit of shadow in there as well. He knows where the fridge is, doesn't he?
Happy Bip the Bear.
Bip the Bear goes to a restaurant.
Bip the Bear goes to the fridge. You asked on the blog yesterday, if you follow Barbara's blog, make sure you subscribe to the blog, because especially as part of the countdown to Christmas, Barbara's blogging on a daily basis.
Excellent.
And so you can subscribe to that. So every time Barb posts a new blog, you'll get notified by email.
Really good.
But you asked yesterday about sort of, I know it's today's blog, wasn't it? Suggestions of where Mr. Bip needs to travel over the coming months. What can he get up to? I'm sure he can get up to a lot, Mr. Bip.
But I think it's a community builder, this, you know, because we make all the stamps ourselves. So if you have an idea and you think, cool, yeah, Mr. Bip, what am I saying? Bip the Bear goes fishing. Bip the Bear goes clubbing, you know.
Doctors and nurses.
Bip the Bear dresses up. Bip the Bear goes to hospital. Bip the Bear.
Yeah.
You know, so what you can see here, I'm just lightly taking that 2-needle fine, and I'm just adding a little bit of texture to that, and you can feel it as well. I don't think I'll be able to show it to you. I'll try this camera, but I'm not sure that you'll be able to see it. Let's have a look. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
you can
see
the
face,
scratches,
can't you? Yeah.
Yeah, you
as
see
if
it?
He's been in a fight.
So I'm going to stop there with it. I'm probably in a minute, I wish I'd done more, but I just want to show you. See, so you just scratch away, and it's not going through the card. It's just breaking the surface of the stencil card. Right, so we've done that. Now, the next thing I want to do, I'm going to use my mix mat. This is my palette.
Yeah.
We've got these mix mats, haven't we? So I'm going to use a mix mat to paint. So I'll come over here, because I'm a lefty, I need it over on this side. Yeah. So I've got my water, and I've got my my pans.
Yeah, which we've got on the screen.
My bricks, my half bricks. And then I'm going to use, instead of water brushes, I'm going to use proper brushes. So I'm going to use our clarity brush, the number 6.
Yeah. Which
and the number 2 Pergamano.
Pergamano number 2, yeah, which Louise has been using in the colouring course.
Has she?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So I'm just, the only things that I need when I'm doing watercolor, this is just a really nice way to do it, and you'll see there's a difference. So I'm going to use a little bit of this. Maybe we could pan out a little bit and then we'll come back in again just so that you can see what I'm up to. So I'm going to put a little bit of water on. I've got some clean water to the side here in a glass like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to bring this over a little bit then so you can see it. I'll pan out again in a minute. Pan back in again, I mean. So I just need a bit of water because that's where I want to pick my water up from.
Okay.
In my lap, I've got this.
Okay.
So I'm just going to use that. If I'm, so I haven't got excess.
Yes.
I don't want to flood it. Now I've got, let's say I want to make him brown.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to take a little bit of water and I'm going to take, you don't need much, but let's have a look at the colors we've got. We've got an ochre as an undercoat. That might be a nice one. And then we've got light, burnt sienna. So I think that'll be a bit too dark, but let's try a little bit of this ochre. So I'm just going to wet the brick, if you like, or the pan. I don't need much.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to pop that over here. And what you'll find is it's almost like you're going to get a wash. These are artist quality pigments. And I know we didn't invest in lots of them because I wanted, for one-stop shoppers, I wanted. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of water and I'm just going to pick up that bit of water until I get a nice, I don't need lots like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, because it's almost like a wash, see? I can always add it.
But you can't take it away.
So once I've got that, and I've got two brushes, I've got one for the fine art and one for a 6 usually does most things for me. So if I get in here now, and I'm just gonna, can we come in close on this so you can see my fur?
See? Yeah.
Can you see?
It's coming to life now, yes.
And you can see how we're just gonna.
Oh, he's a hairy bear.
Is he?
Yeah.
But you can see the fur, can't you?
Yes.
And every time I add another layer of colour, you can see where I didn't put any.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
I can see that.
I can add a little bit of water, but you can see how quickly as well. This is I'm not saying it's a race, but this is a really nice, see where we don't put, where we don't scratch.
Sort of, it's more white, isn't it?
Yeah. So you can see like the base of his foot, let's say I'm going to do that. No scratching.
Yeah.
Much lighter. Take a bit more, come in here. I don't need a lot more color for this layer, but it's just pure. I haven't mixed anything. I'm just using that little brick in the left-hand corner. So you can see how you bring him round, and then the trick with these is to let this layer dry. That's honestly, that's the most important thing, is to let this layer dry before you go again. But you can see how I hope you can see.
As it's drying, it's not so easy, but when you were first going on, you could definitely see all the fur coming to life.
Can you?
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is take a little bit of a darker colour now.
Yeah.
So let's go in here, and I've got my paper towel, and let's see, I'm going to go in and add what's that next to it? See how dark this gets?
Is.
Yeah, just add the one next to it.
Yeah. Light red.
So we'll add a little bit of that. If you want to know what colours, then write them down. It's always a good idea, is to write the colours down. But we're working with washes. You need very little pigment, okay? So if I want to add this now as a shadow, let's say, I've got to let this dry first.
Yes.
So down below by you, I put the hairdryer. Now, I'm not hairdryer, heat gun. Right, so I wouldn't do this usually, but for the sake of speed, I'm just going to speed dry it so that you can, if you don't dry it, then the colours don't.
It's not going to affect, is it? No.
That's the one thing about watercolour, is that you do need to.
I suppose like white work, it's patience, isn't it? You have to let that rest in order to dry, in order for the next layer to work.
Yes. So what we've done there is, if I just give you that, Paul, let's see. I've started that drying process, so I can just show you. If I come in here, you should be able to see really well the way that the fur starts to react in that area now.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is now I don't want to cover up the whole lot because now I'm putting in shadows. So I'm just moving into the areas where I want a little bit more depth. Do you see how it shatters?
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's soaking into those fibers that you've exposed by doing the scratching.
And also it gives you a bit of a guide. Look, as you do this on the colouring, if you want it. So then you dry this, then you go, so let's go again. Let's dry that. I don't want to do any more to that layer. I know I'm a bit speedy on this, but it's just to give you the 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer. Right. So now I'll heat this one up. Hang on, let's go faster. I'll heat this one up. And then I'll go to another darker colour. But what you'll find is when you do this, I'll show you one I did earlier in a minute. But I just wanted to show you a really cool technique. But it definitely needs...
I mean, the stencil card, you can see it's absorbing the water.
Yeah.
And by allowing it to dry naturally will do things. But yeah, doing the speed heating for the purpose of TV.
Yeah. And it's the 3rd layer that will really bring out. So let's go again. I'm going to use the number 6 again. We'll use the number 6 again. And this time I'll add another darker colour. So what we got here? Ivory black, no. Payne's grey, no. Burnt umber. Let's go with a little bit of burnt umber. So now we're going to open this one up. Honestly, the tiniest bit of water, right? So we've got the dark umber now. You can see that burnt umber. So bring that in now. If you want a bit more, do that. Right, and then what we'll do is we'll use that colour. Let's see if this... So now we're going to bring that colour in, and you'll see if you add too much water, you could just take a clean brush and hoover it up, literally. But you can see how this is such a nice way to paint. And what you're doing is, look, isn't it cool?
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
And where you haven't... It's
a lot lighter, isn't it? Because it's just on that layer.
Yeah, you haven't got 3 layers. Exactly. So even the dark layer is just a different tone.
Yeah.
Do you see? So the ears, I left them out. I thought, oh, I've forgotten his ears. And I thought, well, actually, I quite like that I've forgotten his ears because now I can go in and just change the colour a little bit around the ears, you know. So we're just a bit tight. What do you think I should do?
Maybe go to the Pergamano number 2.
I think so. Yeah. So we're literally just using a bit of a wash, but I think you get used to it after a while of hardly using any. It's like coloured watercolour, but you get a really good consistency going.
Yeah.
And when you've got a bit of a glaze, as they say, just like a layer of water, then what happens is the paint just stays in that spot. But you can see where I've scratched it. I really like this effect. And so you need a 2 needle. So I could do several layers of this, but you see what I'm getting at, can't you?
Yeah.
I think I'll rest my...
Yeah, you can see it there, especially as you go on with the dark while it's wet, especially with the dark light. I mean, you can definitely see it around his neckline now.
But you can see how it really changes.
Yeah.
So if we could go in a little bit closer on that, Paul, I'd really appreciate that.
Wrong way. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do it manually.
Shall I put it down?
Let's see if that...
That's a bit close, isn't it?
See if it'll come in.
There you are.
There you go.
There, now you can see it. Okay, so you can see the technique there, can't you?
And you can see it
now that's got to be worth waiting for.
But like round his little face there, with those, but you can see the scratching and hear the depth of the colour, and on his arms.
But you can add to that, and you can really round his little nose. But you can see the difference between like the feet where he hasn't got any colour, right? But if I just take, there we go, look. So I can add, but you can see the difference. Like, there we go. We can put a little bit of colour on the base, like that. And if we want to thin it out a bit, if you put too much down, it's great pigment. and you can see, look, you can break that edge. Here we go.
And the quality of the stencil card really works beautifully with
you
that,
know,
doesn't it?
If you were using watercolor paper, like hot press, cold press,
yeah,
this is as close. It's not the quality of hot press because that's very expensive.
yeah.
But it's the smoothness, and that's where it really comes into its own. It's just fun to do. It's easy to do, and you can get some brilliant layering tricks.
Lovely.
Okay, so that's it, and I think we'll explore that in more depth if you treat yourself to that little set, that little travelling set.
Yeah, which is on your screen. Item number 31849, £26.50.
I'm just going to bring up this fella. That's it. I just want. Oh, okay.
We'll sort the cameras out. There we go.
Yeah.
It's flying in the air with those balloons.
There you go. But the thing is that I used the tiniest amount of pigment.
And it's nice because you've got the lightness, haven't you, on his arms, in the middle of his belly.
And I've got all these colours that I can use to do his hat, to do the balloons.
Yeah.
You know, the balloons are brilliant. Obviously, it's just the same principle. The balloons, it's one colour at a time. Keep your water clean.
Yeah.
You know, like one wash, darker.
Yeah.
It's the same colour actually.
A little bit more
just
pigment.
by adding more pigment.
Yeah.
I haven't added colour. I've just added depth.
So they're the actual reds, the blues that are in that pan.
Which is handy to.
Yeah.
And then once it's completely dry, so let me go to this little fella. Right. Once it's completely dry, this is where your Posca pens.
Yeah.
Which are
got
great.
Those on the show. So there's a pair of the thick and the thin. Item number 31731. If you want just the fine one, item number 31719. Or if you want to do larger areas, 31063. And
then, for example, on the you can add that illusion of light. You know, where you
how you've done in the past, we've done the faux gems.
That's it. Just put a little bit, so you can put a triangle on there, or you see.
And that has to be completely dry, doesn't it, before you go on with this?
If it's not dry, it won't work. You can put it on his nose, in his eyes. This is where this is where
You're
it really
illuminating
works.
him, aren't you?
Exactly. So you can have some fun when you're doodling and you've done watercolor paper. You can really have some fun with that as well. So, and I've cut him out once he was completely dry. I know I'm speeding up here, but I think when you go back, that you can see the fun that you can have with these guys, either with doodling.
And that's just one of them.
Yeah.
With one hat.
That's just one fella with one pair. But now take that watercolor idea. Now paint his little waistcoat.
Yeah.
Because the micron pens are water resistant. So that means that wherever I've put that,
the doodle it's not going to blur or bleed.
No. So I could use, and the 2-needle fine tool is fine enough. I could go into his paws.
Yeah.
And his little leg bit there, and his hands and his face.
His little belly.
Yep.
Underneath his
Yeah, you could even do that if you felt like it. That's absolutely delightful.
It's a really, I mean, I would never have thought, because when you sent me the picture before you said, I thought, oh, you've taken different color brown pencils and you've put little strokes on.
No,
I didn't realize it was scratching.
And but you can see how you can get fantastic shading by doing that.
Yeah, and you can see as he's drying now, the colors are settling.
And it's important for me to, I mean, I did this one yesterday, so you can see how you can change it now. So now take a cat, now take the rabbit in the set.
Yes.
You know, when Bip starts traveling, you know,
with
this is a
friends.
great technique.
Yeah. So the 2-needle fine tool is 70037. It's all in the show page for you.
So let's have a look. I wanted to show you what he looks like when you put him on a different.
Nice.
See, so that's one of the coolest things about cutting him out, is that when you then start overlaying him onto different sets. So what I want to do, I've got so many demos, but I would like, what's the time? It's already nearly 12. What should we do?
Got friends in the room. Should we, I think, carry on to...
What should we do? Should we do the stencil one?
Yeah.
The big stencil.
Yeah.
I'll just show you the stencil trick, and then we'll stop, and then we'll come back at 2. That gives us all time to go and have a sandwich, have a cup of tea, then we'll come back. Otherwise, this afternoon's going to get
It'll be till 9 tonight.
So you do a little recap.
Okay, I'll
you do
that.
Selly Telly for a minute while I do this.
Okey-dokey.
And I'll put all my gear away because this is going to get messy.
Okey-doke.
I'll just put in
if you want that lovely set of Aquafine watercolour travel tin set, the item number for that is 31849, £26.50. If you're a Diamond Club member, you're going to save £3.97, bringing it down to £22.53. Then if you want to go for some storage for your Bip the Bear collection, item number for that is 31858, £9.98, and you get 2 lovely little stickers on there that you can use for your indexing. Then if you want to go for some stickers, maybe you're just looking, maybe you're going to send a present and you just want a little sticker to put the wrapping paper on. Then we've got the stickers. You're going to get 5 sheets of those. Item number 3185. These are like little stocking fillers or little. You could send someone.
Cute.
Yeah, you could send someone a sheet of these with their card.
Oh, do you know? Can I just come to this front
let me
screen?
just bring that one up out to there. There we go.
So obviously this isn't included in the bundle. Otherwise, the bundle goes through the roof.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to put all your little Bip the Bear things, and as they're coming as well,
yes,
because obviously the Bip the Bear and friends, the Bip the Bear goes traveling.
You have one for your characters at the moment, one for your essentials,
and your letterboxes and that.
Yeah, and then as the next collection, it'd be one for Christmas, one for Halloween, one for birthday.
Bip, bringing in a piece.
Absolutely.
I was laughing my head off last night when I was looking at the suggestions, what Bip stood for.
There was bananas in pajamas, wasn't there?
Bears in pajamas.
Bears in pajamas.
You were so funny.
And
you were miles out.
Yeah.
That 20 quid.
Someone said
safe...
born in Peckham.
Born in Peckham.
I was born in Peckham.
That was my favourite.
I was born in Lambeth, but yeah.
So on here though, we've got this. We're going to. When you buy the slowdown box, the Bip slowdown box, you get the little stickers, you see, and then you can decide whether you want to use them or not. So they're just a pair of little stickers from us to you, and you can. It's just there you go.
It's for your indexing to go along with all the other storage ones that you've got.
But the little stickers, the other little stickers, I was just thinking, see, I'm a bit of a, you know what kids love?
Yeah.
You could completely cover a slowdown box with Bip the Bear like this. Look, I'm doing it.
It'd be like a storybook then, wouldn't it?
Look. Yeah, I love this. Check it out. Look. Oh, this is so cool, Paul. Look. Hey?
It looks very
oh, look, she's like, what about me?
Like these children's books.
Yeah.
They sort of tell a story, don't they?
I love this. Look. Oh, they're all going to go along the edge. Oh.
And you got some little hearts in there. You got little flowers.
I love that. Look, I've made my box really perfect now. And you got little hearts and bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Wow, these are good quality stickers.
They are, but it's a really nice material that we use for that.
Anyway, I digress. But I think, how many sheets do you get of them?
You get 5 sheets of
5
those
sheets in the
for
pack.
£3.
Well,
yeah,
that's good.
So as a Diamond Club member, it's £2.55. So it's a perfect little stocking filler. And then if you want your slowdown box, we'll bring that up on the screen for you, which is, there we go. Item number 31858. Ooh.
Right, now let's have a look. Okay, I've got some stencil card, the large stencil card.
Yep,
we're going to go for the large stencil card. Oh, that's where it is. Do you know, I spent hours
looking for something?
I sandwiched it between 2 bits. That's all right. I'll show you that later.
Wow.
That's good, isn't it? Right, that's not this though. That's
right.
something else. Right, so what I'm going to show you is how does the stencil work?
Yes.
Right, it's easy. And I asked myself a question and I answered it. So I will tell you
What if?
What if?
What if?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is take the stencil and set it on a piece of stencil card.
Yeah.
So it's an A4 stencil. So I'm going to take, hang on a minute, I've got a bit of a mess going here. Just bear with me a second. This is what happens towards the end of the show, isn't it? It goes absolutely. Here we go. It's all on the floor now.
Box. I know. Don't step back.
Right. I just need a bit of stencil. low tack tape just to hold it in place while I'm working.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to catch it at the top like that, and that's going to be like a hinge.
So you can check your work.
Mm.
Yeah.
So then I can lift it up, and what I'll do is so that because the hinge is all well and good, provided that the stencil card stays in the right place as well. So I'm going to put the low tack tape at the bottom, but like that, if you see what I mean.
Just underneath the frame.
So that's holding that in place. Now I can go for it without thinking this is going to start flying around.
Yeah.
Oh, can we have a little sip of coffee?
It's stone cold.
Good for your complexion, my mum always says.
Apparently.
Hello, Mum. I wonder if she's still there.
I'm sure Hilma is still watching. I'm sure.
Right. Okay, so then we need brushes. Okay.
These are lovely brushes. It's like a bouquet of brushes. We've got them on the show. Item number 3006.
And then I'm going to go to my little distress oxides.
These have been flying out the door since.
Have we got any left?
I think we've got some of them left. There's 6 different sets, together with the tins as well. So they're all on that show page there, and they're all numbered up, so you know which sets you're using.
Which is handy.
Yes.
So what I do is I write 1 to 3 on there, un, deux, trois, and then on the back I write 1. So then when I go to put them back,
you know which set they've come from.
But I could almost guess what set because they're all pinky and then they're all red and yellow. So I know that, I bet without looking, that's number 2. Ta-da. Ta-da. I know, she hasn't lost it yet. Okay. And if you're wondering, that's a moon.
Right.
Just in case I'm doing a little landscape and I need a moon.
A moon. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So this is easy. Golden rule: start with yellow.
Yeah. Always start with the lightest color.
Otherwise, if I go with the darker color and then I go with the yellow, what's going to happen to my brush?
Contaminate your brush.
Yes, it is. So let's have a look. Well, hey. And what we're going to do is this is a nice, easy thing to do. Just going to put a little bit in there, put a little bit in there. Don't overthink it. Just spread the colours.
Okay.
Okay.
See, with these little ink pads, it's like having a little taster set, isn't it, for each of the sets?
Yeah. Brilliant, really. And the longer you do this, the brighter it gets, basically.
Yeah.
So wherever you put the colour, if I put a little bit of yellow in there, but I go over that with turquoise or blue, I'm going to get a nice green area.
Yes.
See? So that's why I'm going for it with a bit more with the yellow, only because I want different colours to come up, and the yellow changes the colours really nicely.
I suppose it's like a white, isn't it? It sort of, it adds, yeah.
So let's have a look. You can't probably see much, but it'll do. It'll do.
You can definitely see it on the stencil.
Yeah. And that's the point, because it's a 2 for this.
Right.
I'm doing 2 things with this.
Okay.
Right. So pop that one on there. Right. Yellow. Done.
Yeah.
Right. Now I'm going to go to pink. So I'm going down the darkness.
Okay.
So I'll go to my little bunch of
your bouquet of brushes.
I'll go to the pink now. So there are 4 different size brushes, and they all work. And I don't just always go to the large ones. Quite the opposite, actually. With this, it's quite good. It's quite good to have the little brushes because you can get in tighter. I suppose
it's like the new addition to the brayer collection.
Yeah.
Where you've got those little brayers now.
Exactly.
So now you can be a little bit more precise. So having the 4 different sizes in the stencil brushes, especially on such a large stencil like this.
What you'll see is as well, these are I was trying to draw it. I don't know if I got there, but what can you see?
Sweets.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you said
it's either that or the back of someone's head that's got 2 ponytails either side.
Right.
What did you see then?
Sweets, candy.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to draw.
That's what it is.
Right, so I've got that. See, now it's coming.
Yes.
Nice.
Got
so you might want to
blend, haven't you? That pink going into that yellow. It's like an orangey colour.
When we add the blue, it's going to change again. So let's go for the blue. And this, I'm going to go for this blue. I'm using this because I've already used it once on here, and you can see the blue's gone a bit green because it hit all the yellow on the. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go to this one. Now let's see. I'm going to start in the middle on this and sweep outwards like that. So let's get a bit of that blue going, like that, and let's put a little bit of blue over here as well, So you can, I've got the brown mat in the background just because it saves your table, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially if you're working on your dining room table.
Yeah, no, the brown mat's good. We sell these, don't we?
We do, yeah. We've got those on the show page. The item number for the brown mat.
Doesn't that look lovely?
30943.
Say that again, Paul. Sorry.
30943.
Thank
the brown
you, love.
mats on the show page.
Whee! Yes. So let's come in here a little bit with the blue. See what we've got. So you could get a real drop shadow thing going as well with that. But
is that by going just in one direction?
One direction, like that. Sweep, sweep, sweep. But I just want to show you. And while I'm doing this, just so that you know, while I'm doing this, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking stencil as well. I'm covering the stencil a little bit at the same time.
Right, okay.
Because I just feel I've got a trick up my sleeve and it's that what if, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's see, because obviously we can use the stencil as a stamp as well, can't we?
Yeah.
Right, so I think I need another colour, but let me put a bit of pink up here.
Right.
So I don't want to go in with my yellow. But if I'm going to fill it, I might as well fill it properly. This is a particularly pleasing design, I think.
I like that. It looks like wagon wheels sort of dangling, or it could be lollipop.
One wheel on my wagon.
Or it could be umbrellas.
That could be, you put that on my epitaph.
And it's raining.
What did Spark Milligan put on his, he wrote on his gravestone, I told you I wasn't feeling well.
Is he dead?
Is he dead? Of course he's dead.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he was still alive.
Well, no, he's not. I don't know. No, he's got a grave. He's got a grave, love.
Right, okay.
So I don't think I know he had a dark sense of humour, but I don't think he put a grave in place before he'd gone. Right. Here we go. Voila. Check it out, friends.
I love the movement it's got in it.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
I know.
And that's just looking at it in one direction, but you turn it around and putting it portrait, you'll get a different look. Turn it upside down.
So now let's take this off here. I think I've done enough. If I weren't going to do the wet trick that I'm going to show you now, then probably I'd take a spot on sponge and I'd really work the colour
to sharpen up the edges.
But I want to use.
But it's still quite sharp. But I think that's the quality of the brushes, isn't it? And especially using the smaller ones. So
don't that look smashing?
That's lovely.
Right. So now we've got that one, and we've got some really good colours. There's not that much blue on that one because the yellow and the blue turned into a really nice tealy colour.
Yeah.
So this is rather nice. And when you pick him up now, you'll see when you start to, maybe you could come in a bit closer. When you show it like this, you see, so I can turn this around. Now you need to isolate the area. Let me take this out.
So this is where your view ruler comes into play, would it not?
Exactly. Well, hey. He's so predictable. Right, but this is absolutely brilliant because you've got all these areas and they all overlap and mingle. So let's say, for example, this piece here, you could take that and you can see exactly which bit. Do you want that bit over there? Do you want to isolate that? So you've got your size now. See, it's 4 by 4, 4 by 5.5.
Yes.
And because it's so good to do. So you could literally cut it like that. I've got another really sweet spot for this one. It's really cool. Watch. I turn this round. See these bobbles here? When I turn that round, look, it looks like more balloons. Looks like background balloons.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
See, and then when you do this is the bit this is where you realise. So now he's got candy.
And he's floating in a candy background.
Yeah, look. So cool like this.
That view ruler makes such a difference because you look at that and you think, oh, there's too many patterns.
It's too busy.
Yeah.
And then when you isolate it, it's so cool. And then, I mean, in the middle with different, this is just one little fella. Yeah. But I mean, the background for this is superb as a dart. Because what you've got is in stencils, basically got 4 different designs, but they're not chopped.
And if you didn't want to overthink it, you could literally just cut it into 4 and go with what you've got, can't you?
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah,
you can. You just chop it into 4 pieces, and then each one of these, he sits well there.
Yeah,
he sits well that way round. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
This is so just that bit there.
That one there.
Yeah. Or you use that as the brick wall down there. This is how I designed. And then that's like that. Doesn't that look super? You can go over this side, which is dark. So you've got a kind of bit of positive and negative going on here.
Yeah.
If you've got whatever's white here, the ink is on
the stencil
here. Right.
Yes.
So now let's see if this works. I've got one that I did earlier. Let me just take that off there.
Okay.
And now what I want to do though is I want to fill this up a little bit with a bit more ink.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Just cause I need it to be a little bit wetter than this, let's say. Right. So I'm just going to add a bit more ink in the areas with the ink pad. So I know, don't know where, you see what I mean? And where that'll do. Bit of ink in there, bit of ink in there. This is Distress Oxides. Does it work with the other inks? It always did. This was my what if.
Yeah.
Usually we use the other ink.
With the normal Distress ink pads.
Distress inks. So now I'm just adding a bit more ink in here, just because I want it to be a bit brighter. Do you know? But you can see where the ink is. Now, what I'm not going to do is go in with my brush again, because that would really spoil my brushes. So now I'm just going to
sponges come in, so it takes away the squares of the ink pad.
If you want to. So I'm just dabbing in the yellow, right? Just hold that.
So this is great with these little mini ink pads.
Yes.
Because you can get into it. You couldn't do that with a large one. You'd be contaminating all your ink pads.
You would.
You?
This is that's a really good point as well, Paul, because that is absolutely the right, you know, because I thought, how come this is so easy and I've never done it before? But I think you've just hit the nail on the head. You see? Because
it's the smaller ink pad. So yeah.
And if you've got a couple of how are we doing for time? Oh, this will be all right. I've got one that I did earlier anyway. So I just hold it in place while it's just the blue. I want to just spread it out a little bit. And it's the same way that we spread out ink. It's all right. I'm going to spray it with water anyway, but it just disperses it a little bit, doesn't it? Otherwise, it will be real dark in one place and no ink in this place, for example. So I know it's a bit of a mess, but it's art, isn't it?
It is indeed.
There you go. So we just cover that over. You get a lovely green going. You see, when you take the and you add that to the look, you get a lovely greens. I'm going to pop that in there. I don't know what you get when you put green paint to there. Mud is what you get. Right. So what are we launching on Sunday?
So on Sunday, we are launching the final 123 Groovi online course for perforating and picot cutting. We started off just under a year ago with the foundation course.
Wow.
All of these courses.
Is that a year already?
Less than a year, because Louise hasn't been with us a year yet.
No.
So we started off with the foundation. All of our online courses are available for you to purchase via the website. So we started off with the foundation, where we covered the 3 core skills of embossing, colour, and perforating and picot cutting. And then we moved on to the next one, where we did 3 complete sessions where we focused just on white work and embossing. Then the next course, we concentrated on colour. And then finally, we're launching on Sunday, which will kick off in November, will be the brand new picot cutting, perforating and picot cutting one as well.
So do you have to do them in the order that they've been done?
If you're happy with your colouring and your white work, then you can just come straight in and sign up for the perforating and picot cutting one.
Right.
Or if you're still new and you're thinking, I mean, I've learned something from every single session. I mean, I've been doing it as long as Louise. Louise has obviously had a lot more expert tuition.
Okay, I'll put them here. I don't know where I'll put. Oh, it's down there on the floor.
But I've learned something. And the beauty of our online courses is that once you buy that course, you have the keys to that classroom that you can go back in and watch again and again. You can fast forward, you can pause it, you can rewind it, and it goes back. I mean, it all started off, I'd say, just over a year ago with that Canvas, the online course for the Canvas.
Got a new one coming up.
I know, I saw that on the planning. Yes. The Glastonbury tour, wasn't
the Glastonbury
it?
tour.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's more reds. I've gone into the hibiscus papers on that one, but it's really lovely.
That's definitely
and it's like, yeah, beautiful. Not easy. Requires a little bit of focus. You don't have to have done the other three. It was the viaduct that was the challenge.
The challenge, because yes.
But this one is, and we're going to work with shade, papers to do shade.
Nice.
It's really lovely. Anyway, let me think what I'm doing here.
Okay.
This is where you come in, because we're gonna right.
I can never remember this.
I can.
Okay.
Let me just think. So what we're going to do is we need, what is it I'm doing? I need a bit of paper.
The wetting bossing,
yeah, no, I just need a piece of the no, it's the card. Hold on, because it's the designer card that here it is.
Stencil card.
Stencil card.
Yeah.
Because what we're going to do is transfer the crying out loud, the stencil ink to the card.
To the card. So we're taking the stencil as a stamp now.
We are.
Yes.
So before we used the stencil to get that lovely.
To put the colour in the background.
What you've got there.
Yeah.
Right. So before your very eyes, right, we did that, didn't we?
Yes.
So you just literally put the stencil down, brush through,
how you would use
and all the holes. That's how it works.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we've covered the stencil with that.
Yeah.
Right. And now I'm going to use plate, rubber shim.
Yeah.
Right. You got to think this through. Then this, just let me think for a minute. This is going to be pushed. So I need to put the stencil down. No, I've drawn a blank. Just don't say anything. Let me think, because I usually do this right. This pushes through. Yes, of course, because this is what we're going to be doing. And then I'm going to put the wet stencil down on there.
Right. Okay.
Right. So you've got the rubber shim that pushes the card into the stencil.
Yeah.
And that's how you get this gap. That's how you get the emboss or the deboss. If you do it the other way around and you put the stencil down and then put that on, it's not going to
not going to do anything.
No, because all you're doing is pushing. What you're pushing, you're not.
There's nothing for it to push through.
No,
into,
it's flat.
Yes.
So that's it. That's the theory. Now, what I am going to do, though, only because I've got my rubber shim under there and I don't want to get it covered in ink, right? I'm just going to put a bit of white copy paper on there before I do that one on there, like that. I mean, it can wipe off anyway. It's all water-based, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, if I could do this dry.
Uh-huh.
Or I could do this wet. Okay. So should we do half and half? Then we can see.
Yeah.
I'll do half wet and half dry.
Okay.
And then we can see. How else are you going to find out?
Yeah.
Right.
Because you will get different results, definitely, won't you?
Yeah. Right. So the half with the candy.
Yeah.
I'll do with water.
Okay.
And the half there I'll do without water.
Okay.
So I'll just kind of keep the water to that area.
The top area.
The top area.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Wafting. Just the top area.
Yeah.
That's enough, Barbara. What are you thinking of? Right. Top area only.
Yeah.
See, if you don't know, if you don't try it, do you want to try the camera or shall I do that as well?
Can you not press that? There we go.
Right, that's the wet side.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling that it might be.
Squelch.
Yeah, I've done two. I can see it already squelching. There. That's all right, though. It's arty. Right. Let me do that just to stop the bleed.
Okay.
Right. Way too much water.
Okay.
But
question before you put it in. Question.
What have I done wrong?
No. Because you've only done half and half. No, just because you've done half. Would that water not press into the dry by putting it in that direction?
No.
It won't.
No, it won't square that.
Out.
If it's doing that, well, I really have hosed it. He's like, hang on. I was like, no, not now, Paul.
Because you don't normally do half and half, do you? Normally you do it all in one method. I wasn't sure if the water would push into the dry area.
But I can afford to do it. No, won't. I can't. Well, if it does, I stand corrected. Okay, let me have a little peep first before I show you a complete Horlicks. Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, onto the overhead.
Okay, so now this was wet.
Yes.
This was dry.
Yes.
And now we'll know what we prefer.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. So more vibrant, less vibrant.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Smoother.
Smoother, mottly, dry, missing bits. had I wet it, see what I could do if I wanted to is wet it now, put it back, relocate it.
Yeah.
That I could do if I felt inclined.
Or just use a smaller piece of card and just wet that bit and do that one.
Here's one I did earlier. But it just goes to show, there you are, see? So here's one that I've done before.
And that was all wet, wasn't it?
That was all wet.
Yeah.
That was all wet. And there's one I did before that was all dry. What a difference. Look, that was positive and negative.
That's where you put the stencil on and brushed through it.
Yeah, that's
one.
This one here. That's the same again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? So I've got 2 of them, and now I've got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Result. Yeah. Quite like that, actually. So that's how the stencil works. Hey, looky.
Free for one.
Right.
The paper.
There you go. So that's that. And then you see, once you've done that, and it's easy to wash your stencil.
Yeah.
Right. It's a free stencil.
A bomb's gone off in this room. It's going to take till 2 o'clock to clear it all up.
I want to show you one I did earlier, and on this happy note we will end. Although no, I want you don't use the camera yet. Let me just peel this. But
low tack tape is great.
Do me a favour when you're moving. Yeah. Do me a favour and just recap on what's on offer today and what we've done.
Right, I'm going to bring up the complete Bip collection. This gives you your stamps, it gives you your Groovi, it gives you all your free gifts. So the item number for that is 21245. If you're just into your stamps, item number for that is 21241.
And that's where you get this free stencil.
And you get the free stencil in that as well. They are available individually. If you want to buy the stamp on its own, you want to buy the stencils on its own, you can do that as well. If you just want to go for your characters, which is where the stencil comes with, item number 21243. If you want your stamping essentials from Bip, item number 12199. And then if you're into your Groovi, item number 42559 for the complete collection. And then if you want your characters, item number 42535, Groovi Essentials 42552. Then if you want some of those lovely Christmas papers and tags, item number 31356, and a little Bip Slow Down with Clarity storage box, item number 31858. Are we good to go?
We are.
Okay.
And so I was playing with the stencil and I made it into with different colours, just like I've just done. And then I chopped it up.
Yeah.
And then I flipped it and turned it around.
Oh, like a jigsaw type.
Like a jigsaw. But because it's already got like a jigsaw effect, you've already got 4 in there anyway.
Yeah.
So it very quickly becomes a really marvelous montage. So I just want to show you this, because when you see how, and then I did it again. So I chopped it up once, mounted it onto another piece of paper, copy paper.
Yeah.
Right. Then I chopped it again. So now you've got a crazy, like so many different toppers, tags, opportunities. You could go again. You could put it together, chop it all again. I think I've kind of reached saturation point now. But if you're making little cards, this is such a, so you've got a little bit of that and a little bit. There's a seam there. There's a seam here.
I wondered
there's a seam here.
So you've cut it all into, and
then you chop it again, chop it again, chop it again. Do you see what I mean?
It reminds me very sort of tropical fruits, the colours that you've used them.
So
like
nice.
Oranges and lemons.
And the colours I used, I can tell you, just in case you like those colours, it was tumbled ink, I think it was tumbled glass. What am I saying? I'll have to look it up. I'll tell you later.
Is it that set there that's got where you've done that background in?
Could be. I'm going to have to look it up. I've got a feeling, off the top of my head, I would say that it's peacock feathers.
Yeah.
And spice marmalade. I honestly, I bet it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. But the point I'm making is there's hours of play just in this stencil. So if I take that, start chopping it up, you know, where this is dry, by the way. This is the positive rather than the negative. So it's this one chopped up. But what a great
we could do the same with that and then mix those colours in and Wow.
And you know what else is great is when you do this one is where, like Sam does, where she then cuts it out and rotates it.
So you use the die, a circular die, to cut into the middle.
And then you do 2 holes and then you swap them over and switch
them around.
So easy, but very, very effective.
Nice.
So, and then when you start to put him on, look, see what I mean? I know it's loud, but it's very fun. It's a fun thing to do. So that's more the colorways. And then if you come back at 2 o'clock, we'll go into this lovely cloudy effect and how that works.
Okay. Yeah.
So there you go. That's me done.
Wow.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea and a slice of cake.
Welcome to our world. Welcome to Bip. I think
Absolutely.
you'll, and maybe at 2 o'clock we could have a little sneaky peek at the Groovi artwork because it's quite formidable.
Yeah, I mean the artwork is absolutely
formidable. We've done 2 hours. That'll do, friends.
Yeah.
See you at 2.